Good morning, gentlemen. Japan turned 6. The code is steak and eggs, and it's 9:58. We're buying 4 tanks, 5 mechs, 1 naval base for Taiwan. So there's a lot going on here, and it's going to be a long video. Let's hang this up. La 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 la. And that ought to be a good enough angle for everybody. We're going to start with the minor battles, but there's like 11 or 12 of them. So we're going up to Siberia with 1 infantry and 1 strat bomber against your 1 infantry. 1 infantry hit. Yay. 1 defender. You hit as well. You just wanted you dead. That's landing in Japan. We're going to go ahead into Chahar with 1 infantry and 1 tank. 1 infantry and 1 tank. You have a defending infantry. You rolled a 2. We have 1 tank at 3 or less. That hit. You defend at a 3 and failed to. So we each lost a man there. But we have a tank in Chahar. We moved 2 infantry into Buryatia. We're going up to Kiangsi with 1 mech and 1 tank. So 1 mech and 1 tank hit. You have 1 defending infantry, and you rolled a hit. So you're 3 for 3 with defensive rolls. We're in Kiangsi with a tank. We're going into Sikang with an artillery and a mech. So that's 2 at 2. 1 hit. You have a mech there, and you missed. So you're out of Sikang. We are in there with 1 artillery, 1 mech. We're going into Sensi with 3 tanks. There's 2 hits. That's all we needed. You got 1 infantry, and you missed. So you're out of Sensi. And we're in there with 3 tanks. What's next? Okay, we're taking out the British transport in Sea Zone 41 with a sub that came from 33. We're taking out the American transport in 42 with a TAC that came from 33. And that TAC is landing on the carriers that are going to gather in 36. So, that's done. We have a transport in Sea Zone 20. We're taking it out with 1 fighter that was from the carrier in 6. So that's gone. That fighter is eventually going to land in 36, so I'm going to put it back on the carrier from Japan for now. Now we're going into Kwangsi. We have 3 infantry, a battleship, a cruiser, and 3 fighters. So you have 2 units. We have a battleship at 3 or less hit, a cruiser hit. So there's 2 hits. That's all we needed. You have 2 at 2s, and you rolled a 6 and a 5. So you're gone from Kwangsi. And now we're going into Hong Kong with 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 TAC from 35, and 1 fighter from the Philippines. So we're going to have 2 at 2s. We're going to have a fighter at 3 or less. That hit. That's all we needed. You have 1 infantry there, and you rolled a 6. So you're going from Hong Kong. We're in there with an infantry and an artillery. We're going to land that TAC on the carriers in 36. Those 2 fighters are going to proceed to Shanghai. Now we have Kiangsi. 2 mechs are coming in from Shanghai. 2 tactical bombers from Chahar, which are landing in 36. And we have 3 fighters from the carrier in Sea Zone 6. So we have 2 mechs at 1s, no hits. We have 3 fighters, 1 hit. That's all we needed. You have to defend for a tank, and you rolled a 1. So your tank is dead, and we lost 1 mech. We're now going to land 2 tactical bombers on the carrier in 6. So those carriers are full. We're we're in Kwangsi with 3 infantry so far. We have a battle in Anhui. We're coming in with just 1 mech. I just need to kill you. And 3 tacks. So 1 mech at 1, missed. 3 tacks. There's 2 hits. You're dead. You have a tank, and you rolled a 1. So China still owns that, but more importantly, you're dead. And then these 3 tactical bombers are landing on the carriers that are currently in Sea Zone 6, but that are moving down to Sea Zone 36. So I think that's it for battles. Yeah, I believe so. Right? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so we're going to have, now that this is done, we're going to move 5 tanks and 2 mechs into Kwangsi from Kiangsi. They're going to go 1-2. We're going to be landing a bunch of planes in Shanghai. There's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. There's 4. There's 5. And there's 6 in Shanghai. We are now taking 2 transports from Sea Zone 6. Now that this sea zone is cleared in 20, they're going to go down to 36. They're going to drop off a artillery and a infantry with 1 transport, and then a artillery and a AA gun with the other. So I'm going to trade this into 2 chips and an AA gun. And I'm going to trade this infantry and these 3 for a green chip. Where are my chips at, man? Alright, so in total, I'll do a troop count real soon. There's that. We have another tank here, so there's 4 tanks altogether. And let's see here. Alright, we should be. These magnets are a nightmare. Okay, so we should now be able to do a troop count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 transports altogether. We're going to make some room. A green chip and a gray chip. 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 transports in 36. We're moving the destroyer, 1 of 2 destroyers, a battleship, 2 carriers into Sea Zone 36 as well. So that's going to look like that. Alright, now we're just going to grab the camera because I believe we're done. We're at 7:35 so far. Alright, so we have a sub in 41. I was in no position to take Sumatra and Java without jeopardizing my whole security, so I didn't. We have 4 carriers. Oh yeah, there's a fighter here that still needs to land, and that lands in Shanghai as well. So we have 4 carriers with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tactical bombers, 1 fighter, 2 battleships, 1 cruiser, 4 destroyers, and 5 transports in Sea Zone 36. In Kwangsi, there are 3, 4, 5 tanks, 2 mechs, 1 AA gun, 3 artillery, 4 infantry. In Kiangsi, there's 1 mech. In Hong Kong, there's an infantry and an artillery. In Shanghai, there's 7 fighters. We're moving infantry from Manchuria to Chahar. We have 3 tanks in Shanxi, 1 tank in Kansu, 1 mech and 1 artillery in Sikang, 2 infantry in Buryatia, 1 tank in Chahar. Japan is the owner of Amur. Russia still owns Siberia and Soviet Far East. We have a strap bomber in Japan with 2 AA guns. There's a destroyer still out to sea and 2 fighters. And I think what we're going to do is move this over here. Why not? You want to come in? Yeah, you can do that. So, 1, 2, yeah. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to leave it. Alright, so that's Japan, and I'll tally up my income, but we got a 9-minute, 36-second video.